And for the final time today, we welcome you inside the Huntington Hills Arena here in Calgary, Alberta for the 2021 Canadian Ball Hockey Championships. The men's A, the women's, and the masters. Final game of the evening. This in the men's A competition. This will be between the new Tecumseth Xtreme and the Saskatoon Buffalo. New Tech in the white, the black trim. Saskatoon, the black and the white trim. Players are at center, and we are just about set to get underway. New Tech control it. Off the faceoff, Nixon up ahead to Mayalino. He had a heck of a game last night. As I said, play just seems to slow down around him. Never any panic. Keller around the boards, comes out to center. Nixon able to hold it in. Mayalino in behind the goal. Stops up there, throws it along the boards. Taken by Nickel. The ball goes out of play. And we'll play two 20-minute periods. If you haven't been watching yesterday or last night, we had 3 games last night starting at 6 o'clock local time. This is our 6th game of today. 5 more for you tomorrow. A full day on Thursday and Friday, and all the medal games on Saturday. My name is George Scott. Happy to have you along. After a long couple of years without ball hockey, the last national championships were played back in 2019. Good to be back. Take the face-off, Ryan Sallows. Shot in by Livingston. Monahan got there for Saskatoon. Couldn't get it out. Comes in front, reaching for with one hand on the stick was Kelly. Couldn't make contact. Long shot in, and grabbing it is Brandon Schatz, the goaltender for Saskatoon. Down at the other end in goal for New Tech will be Mateo Gennaro. Tyler Richardson played in last night's game. Matson dumps it in around behind the goal. Waiting for it back there is Mayalino. Slick moves. Back at the point, Matson. That went wide of the goal. Comes out in front and cleared away, and this will be a flooring call when it crosses the goal line, as it finally does. Come back down to our left. Nixon for New Tech. Takes it down in behind the goal, leaves it in the corner. Nickel across. Nixon with a shot that goes wide. Jumping on it right away is Donnelly. To the side of the goal, the shot goes up and out of play. Donnelly was looking for the short side, missed. The ball went out of play, wasn't touched by anybody, so the referee indicates faceoff will come outside. Just played 2 minutes, 2 seconds here in the first period. Tanner Crummy will take the face-off for New Tech. Up against Brody Sanger of Saskatoon. Out comes Saskatoon. Lamontaire. They've got it in over the blue line, so they are onside. To the front of the goal and cleared. Lamontaire couldn't hold it in. Quickly up ahead. Griffin couldn't handle the pass. Trying to get away is Pallotta. Pallotta up the floor. He's surrounded by Buffalo, and you can't roller skate in the Buffalo herd. Been waiting a while to use that one. Down the floor it goes. Play will continue. Long stretch pass taken smartly up there by York to the front of the goal. Shots kept it out. Back of the point. Shot by Livingston. That goes wide. Anderson dumps it into the corner. He goes racing in there, along with big Mitch Livingston of New Tech. Ball comes loose. New Tech has it. Quickly, they get it to Nickel. Nickel's in over the blue line, knocked off his stick. Anderson back to pick it up. Swings it over to the far side. That one off a foot. Hogarth clears it up ahead. Trying to get in is Marr. Knocked off his stick. Pace is picked up from the opening couple of minutes. Sallows with a shot. Save made by Schatz. He'll hold on. Matson puts it down into the corner. Ball bouncing around down in there. Looking for it was D'Entremont. Harrison trying to get it out. He does. Up ahead. Christian Magnus. Magnus is tripped up. And our first penalty of the game will go against the new Tecumseth Xtreme. Easy call for the official there. Magnus tried to cut inside, was tripped up. Zach MacArthur got a stick in between the feet of the Saskatoon player, so the Buffalo go on the power play. Lamontaire. Really like to just shoot it in. It went off the dasher, up and out of play, so that didn't exactly work out as planned. Faceoff will come outside. Minute 45 to go in the power play. Cleared down the floor. Christian couldn't get a stick on it, Christian Magnus. So that'll be a flooring call against Saskatoon. Not what you want to have happen when you're on the power play. Minute 27 left to go in the penalty to New Tech. Hogarth back to Livingston. His shot shorthanded was knocked down. Now the players will line up on the blue line to try and get it in. Goes right to the goaltender. That'll work. As Gennaro is forced to hold on to it. So we'll get a face-off in the New Tech end. Minute 10 to go in the power play. Ball is dropped and coming up with it, Saskatoon. They'll swing it far side. Stroud, Pasternak, Stroud. Actually, that's 51, Laframboise. Either way, it's cleared out by New Tech. Just 30 seconds to go in the power play. Pasternak gets it in over the blue line and able to hold it in, at least momentarily. And it's swatted away. Back in. Here's a chance. Drop pass. Tried one pass too many, perhaps. Get a chance to shoot it. Shoot it, young man. Anderson tried to make the extra pass. Didn't work. 13 seconds to go in the man advantage. Not much in the way of scoring chances for Saskatoon so far in this power play. Exactly 0. That ball wasn't dropped fairly. Once again, they will redo it. Now it's done properly and swept away. Down the floor it goes. 5 seconds to go in the man advantage. That's all. Shot in. Gennaro had it and just squeezed the pads in time as the penalty expires. Face off to the right of Matteo Gennaro. Won by New Tech. Flip down the floor. Maialino racing after it. He got a stick on it, knocks it into the corner. Couldn't come up with it. Now he's got it. Passed it back to the point. That misfired, and picking it up and bringing it down the floor is Brock Harrison. Harrison gets it across to Magnus. That was stopped by Nixon. Nixon gets it ahead to Maialino. Back to Nixon. Nixon coming down. He's got York with him. Ball goes into the corner. It opens up a little bit, flip down the floor. Nobody touched that, so I think it's going to be flooring, and I am correct for once. Just as the pace quickens, we get a flooring call. And we'll head down and get a face-off in the Saskatoon end. New Tech controlling it in the high slot. A shot came in wide of the goal from Kelly. Kelly knocked it out of the air, touched it with a high stick. First touched up though by Saskatoon, so play will continue. Chasing after it. Peters couldn't get to it. Knocked away from him by Bailey Matson. Matson. It over, up ahead here on the near side to Marr. Marr is checked. Pasternak turns, gets it out to center. Doesn't get out over center though. Kept in by New Tech. That's onside. Pasternak into the corner. Long pass, knocked down there smartly by Livingston. Shot, save made by Shots. Rebound is put wide. Net has been moved. That's the reason for the whistle. 11:42 to go. We'll be right back. That shot goes wide right from the faceoff. Taking it behind the goal was Pasternak. Patterson that was, and player goes down the corner. Interference will be the penalty call. Power play opportunity for Saskatoon. Christian York is the penalized player. We're just getting confirmation on the names and numbers. Saskatoon, 23, James Pasternak. 78, Evan Pasternak. Took 3 seconds off the penalty clock. This is Evan Pasternak. Shot, oh, that just missed. Good hard shot by Josh Anderson. Pasternak fakes it. Anderson couldn't one-time that one. Over the other side. Laframboise. Anderson's shot was tipped. Went over the top of the goal. Anderson's got it along the boards. Laframboise. Pasternak with a shot. That just missed. Scores! Didn't miss that time there, Laframboise. Too many chances. Eventually something had to give. Great looking power play. And this is not it. That's from our previous game. We're not going to get the replay, unfortunately. But what a goal. What a shot. Laframboise. We're watching him play a couple of other championships. That guy can shoot. He is a scorer. So Nutek down by 1. Donnelly with a shot. And Shots with the save. Dumped in. Gennaro elects to leave it for Livingston. Livingston off the boards, and getting back to break that up was Lamontier. Great job. Hogarth managed to get it in front, but no teammate there to get a stick on it. This is Donnelly. Donnelly having a look around. He tried to get it back to him. That didn't work. Tipped out by Brock Harrison. Brought back in by Nutek. He tipped it but didn't get it out over center. That's why it was still onside. Bank pass off the boards. Shot wide by D'Entremont. D'Entremont has it again in behind the goal. Saskatoon keep it in. Hard shot, big save made by Gennaro. Wicked shot by Justin Monahan from back at the blue line. Gennaro with the left pad save. And not sure if he's shaken up, just a little slow getting to his feet. Seems to be okay. Well, the face-off will be to Gennaro's left. More face-offs have certainly become an issue. Senger against Nickel. And Nickel wins it. MacArthur couldn't get it out. MacArthur will try it again. Turns off the boards, having all kinds of trouble. Finally, Newtek just cleared down to the blue line. Back to get it, Evan Pasternak. Griffin, back to Pasternak. That was tipped, no flooring. Saskatoon are changing. That will allow Travis Parkin to get it out down the floor. Pasternak back to pick it up. Maialino watching him. Pasternak into the corner for Monahan. They'll move it up. Navrat gets it ahead to Knights. Right out in front. Big slap shot. Ball was bouncing and unable to get much on it was Holden Knights. Nickel leaves it for York. Out at the blue line, kept in. Now it'll be brought out. Dumped in by Knights. Lost his stick. It's cleared in. He'll head to the bench. Back to pick it up, Nixon. Nixon to Maialino. Maialino. He'll have a look around. Pass a little bit off the mark, but Nickel comes up with it. He's forced out. Back in his own end. Into York. Big collision there at center. Kept in. Right in front, a shot there by Tyrell Dowd. Droude. Didn't get through. Marr. A little chip and chase. Can't catch up to it. Come back the other way. Mitchell. That's tipped away. Pasternak. Off the boards, gets it to Lamontaire. Over the far side, good pass for Pasternak. Cutting in front is Harrison. Pass doesn't get to him, and Newtek will come the other way. Marr. Offside. Just a little bit anxious was Jacob Kelly on the right side. So that will bring about a stoppage in play. Maialino at center. He's pushed down. Oh, neat little play there by MacArthur. Get himself free. That's onside. Donnelly down into the corner to Downs. Ian Downs. Pasternak's watching him. Downs. Lost it. Taken away by Magnus. Harrison brought it in. Ball was behind him. If he touched it, he would have put himself offside. Maialino brings it in, heading for the front of the goal was Donnelly. Ball didn't get to him. That shot off a leg from Madsen. Maialino behind the goal looking for somebody out in front. Ball goes into the corner. And Saskatoon have it. Harrison. Christian Magnus offside. .444 to go in the first. Just the one goal by Josh Laframboise. Tried to get that pass up ahead to Peters. That didn't work. Picked off by Newtek. They'll keep it in. Shot was blocked. Peters, one-on-one. Shot off the boards, diving out to cover it up is Gennaro. Ball went out of play. Pasternak knocked it down. So the face-off just outside the Newtek blue line. Maialino, little tip pass, gets the return, brings it in over the blue line. He gained the zone, drops it off to Hogarth. And that's turned over at the blue line. Back comes Saskatoon. Navrat. Hogarth was tripped up as he got in over blue. And now he gets his stick into the stomach of Holden Knights. Play continues. Knights didn't respond. There's a shot. Hit too many. There were too many bodies in front and it did not get through. Livingston. Marr feeds it in front. Kelly trying to get to it. Kelly's got it. Can he get a shot away? He does. It is stopped by shots. Nickel with a shot. That one off the defenseman in front. And out of play. 3:14 to go. Second period. Brandon Schatz. Battle down along the boards in behind the Saskatoon goal. Racing in there is Madsen from the point to try and hold it in. They get it to Kelly. Back at the point, MacArthur to Marr. That went off a player's stick and high up into the mesh. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Only 2:49 to go here. First period. Controlled by Saskatoon, but an errant pass. Now they're going to have to battle to get it out. Lamontier gets it as far as center. Saskatoon player knocked down. Ball now comes out over center. Anderson keeps on going. Tried to get a shot. The ball bounced on him. Maialino drops it off. Pallotta. That didn't work. Sent back in by Saskatoon. Breakaway pass. Maialino. It's knocked down. Penalty's being called. Will it be a penalty? See if I can get this out. Will it be a penalty? Will it be a penalty shot? It will be a penalty. Holding. Great pass to Maialino. Maialino was asking, why was that not a penalty shot? I was in ahead of him. Timeout. Timeout called by New Tech. I think they sense that this may be an important point of this game. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first period. They trail by 1. They're about to go on the power play. So they are going to talk this one over. Saskatoon players elect not to go to their bench, but they'll discuss it amongst themselves. The penalty killers, you see them there just inside the blue line. Brady Sanger, James Pasternak, Xavier LaBelle, and Dane Pumphrey out to try and kill off this 2-minute penalty. Maialino, Marr, Nixon, York, and Kelly on the power play for New Tech. Kelly did great work there. Lost his stick and kicked it to his teammate. Maialino. Nixon doesn't shoot. Maialino. He'll quarterback this. Have a look around. Back to Nixon. That shot way off the mark. As Bob Bucher would say, just a little outside. The referee wants the players to back up. Watch this. As soon as he moves in, they take a couple of steps forward again. You can set your watch by it. For those of you who still have watches. Nixon. Maialino. Back to Maialino. Down low for Kelly. Kelly turns. Got it to his forehand. Got a good shot away, and Brandon Schatz with a big save. Minute 29 to go in the period. Minute 21 to go in the penalty. Maialino gets the return pass, doesn't shoot it. Over to Marr. Marr steps in. That shot, blocker save by Schatz. Nixon battling hard in there. Player goes down. Referee say play on. Maialino holding it in. His shot. Another save made by Schatz, and he's okay. Let's settle things down. New Tech still complaining about that hit in the corner. As Christian York was leveled. .49 seconds to go in the man advantage. Face-off win for New Tech. Nixon to Donnelly. Comes in front of the goal. Donnelly with a chance. That one off the stick of the defenseman. Didn't get through the goal. Maialino missed it. Comes out over center. That'll go out of play. It was tipped. The face-off will be right there. The face-off dot just outside the Saskatoon blue line. 30 seconds to go in the power play. 37.6 to go in the period. Face-off win for New Tech. Maialino. One off of Donnelly. Nixon's got it. Back to Maialino. Can't shoot it. Back to Maialino. To Maialino. Shot saved by Shots. They're going to have a look. No, it's not in. Now they're going to go in and break things up. Donnelly with the chance. Brandon Schatz has been very good. Now out at center, we get some more pushing and shoving. That's Justin D'Entremont for Saskatoon. And they're going to send two of the players to the box. Carter Donnelly, Justin D'Entremont. They just continued to jaw at each other after the referees had split everybody up. The referee said, okay, it's enough of you two. Take a couple of minutes, go sit down, cool off. Still 16 seconds to go in the period. Just 8 seconds to go in the power play. Not sure what all the complaining about from the Saskatoon bench. So that'll do it. The penalty is over. There's 5, and right at the end of the period, it's going to be a penalty to Saskatoon. Christian Magnus tripping. 2.5 seconds left, way down in the other team's end of the floor. You put that one in the bad penalty category. .5. Got a power play. Do you take the goalie out? They get a two-man advantage with just 2.5 seconds to go. You can win the face-off. Not going to risk it. York will take the face-off for the Extreme. He won it. It came back to Nixon, but the ball was about a foot in the air when Nixon tried to get a shot. Well, teams don't seem to like each other very much based on what we saw in the last couple of minutes. Fairly tame affair up to that point. Minute 57 left to go in the penalty to Saskatoon. When we come back to start the second period, it is 1-0 for Saskatoon after 20 minutes of play. These are the 2021 Canadian Ball Hockey Association National Men's A, Women's, and Masters Championships. And we are at the Huntington Hills Arena in Calgary, Alberta. Back with the second period in just under 2 minutes from now. Here we go with the second period. New Tech, the power play. Penalty came right at the end of that first period to Christian Magnus. It was a bad one, no doubt about it. Let's give New Tech a chance to get the momentum here early in this second period. They can tie it up. Shots with another save. Tough to beat Brandon Shots, though. Tough battle along the boards. This game got chippy towards the end of that first period as well. Anderson around the boards, gets past Kelly and out. Violino. They got it in, just barely. Nixon. Kelly jams it home. And on the power play, I believe that was York, 19. Let's have a look. Coming off the boards, putting it home. And we are tied at 1. Will be a offside. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Face-off won by Saskatoon. Pasternak got it over to Monahan, shot it in wide. Mara working along the boards. So that's 26 and 25. We'll get it. Hand pass. We'll all regroup. 1-1 tie early in the second. And how often does that happen? If the penalty is not a good one, and there are such things as good penalties, but bad penalties more often than not seem to come back to haunt the team. Ooh, and there's a hit over along the boards, and that's going to be a penalty. Another one to Saskatoon. I said things were getting chippy. And a lot of talking. The referees are not going to put up with any more of the yakety yak. They send both players to the penalty box after the fact. Initial penalty was going to Saskatoon. And buckle up, folks, this one could take a while. If they continue with this, Maialino to Marr, back to Maialino. To Marr, goes down in the corner. Kelly, back to Maialino, over to Nixon. Nixon down low to York. Back to Maialino. Maialino shoots it. Big glove save by Brandon Schatz. Minute 39 left to go in the power play. We've only played 2 minutes, 2 seconds here in the second. A lot has happened already. Down into the corner it goes. Lamontier looking for it. Maialino has it out at the blue line. into the high slot, comes back to Maialino, to Nixon. Maialino, back to Marr as they move in a little closer. Kelly, Maialino, let it go. That just missed. It's kept in. Here's Maialino. York to Marr. Down in the corner, Kelly. Same power play unit. Was out at the start of the period. It's been out for this entire power play as well. Maialino, shot, scores! Maialino not only good with the ball, but he's got a heavy shot as well. They feed it into the slot. That didn't work. Rebound comes back out. Marr doesn't shoot it. Gives it up to Maialino and beat shots blocker side. And it is 2-1 for New Tech. Two minutes, 48 seconds gone in the second. Already we've had 2 goals and a penalty. Actually, we had a penalty and also a couple of misconduct penalties. Racing down after it, Livingston. Pallotta. Anderson's all over him. Pallotta gets it up along the boards. Kept in by Saskatoon. They come up with it off the boards. Backhand, scores! Quick response. Lamontier. Oh, correction. Nickel, number 8. You can see here that New Tech had it, but they lost the battle. Taking it, Nickel off the boards, backhands it short side. Beats Gennaro, and we're tied again. To the front of the goal, cleared only as far as center, kept in. Marr, down low, Kelly. They cycle it, back down to Marr. Marr is knocked down by Pasternak. Play continues on. Kelly tried to feed it back, that was picked off by Magnus. Players go falling all over the place at center. Play continues on. Monahan up ahead. Dumped in, racing onto it. Magnus poked away from him, and a good defensive play by Ryan Sallows. Pallotta trying to work his way off the boards. Kelly's in there looking for it as well. Pasternak gets it free to Harrison. That's taken. Kelly up the blue line looking for the pass. It's off his stick. Pasternak around the boards. Racing up to hold it in was Livingston. Tipped across, will go over to the far boards. Maialino there. Long shot in by Matson. It was up and out of play. Two-two tie. 15-16 left to go in regulation time. Going to bring the face-off outside the blue line. York down into the corner. Keller working over his man. Comes out in front, a shot by York, didn't get through. Nickel back to York, poked away from him. Just held in by MacArthur. Maialino in behind the goal. Comes to the side of the goal, cleared away. Navrot gets it as far as center, no further. Maialino with another chance. Shot that one off the stick of Rob Keller and out of play. Well, the teams change. We'll take a quick break. Let's hear from Napper. Crummy won the faceoff back of the blue line, held in by Hogarth. Comes in front. Crummy couldn't get a stick on it. It goes to the boards. He and Pasternak were battling for it. Cleared down the floor, racing to it, getting to it. Brody Sanger. Shot towards goal, doesn't get through. Kept in by Saskatoon, in behind the goal. Hogarth was trying to get it to Livingston. Knocked down at center by Parkin. He had it taken away. Played in by Sanger. Good pass up ahead. Unable to catch up to it though was Parkin. Nixon. He's going to look for the return pass and gets it. Nixon trying to split the defense. Couldn't get through. Kept in by Pallotta. James Pasternak. Off the boards. Touched there by Keith Mitchell, but that's on his own side of center, so that'll be a flooring call against Saskatoon. 13:06 to go in regulation time. We are tied at 2. Face off to the left of Brandon Schatz in goal for Saskatoon. Utek win the face off back of the point. That shot just hits the top of the goal. Nixon let it go from well out. That stays in play. Pallotta with a shot saved by Schatz. Scramble in front. Schatz dives out and covers it up. Bit of an interesting day with our coverage tomorrow, folks, just to let you know. We're going to start off at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow instead of 9. And that'll be a game in the Masters. Manitoba Hurt taking on the Montreal Machine, followed with another game not until 4:30 in the afternoon, another Masters game. So we're going to do a game at 10:30, and then there'll be a break until 4:30 in our webcast schedule, so make note of that. If you're unsure of the schedule, go to the CBHA website, and the full schedule is there. Maialino off to the left side. Back to Pallotta. Pallotta shot off a stick, up and out of play as that was blocked by Justin D'Entremont. Newtek trying to sneak in a late change. The referee said, no, too late. My arm was up, whistle had gone, you guys stay out. Nickel won the faceoff, back to MacArthur, shot off a leg into the corner. Maialino with a hard shot. Blocker save made by Schatz. Getting back there is MacArthur, wins the race. Quickly outlets it. York into Marr. Marr working the right side. Waits for the defender to go down. It's tipped in front, changed direction, and went wide. Back at the point. Livingston shot well wide. Marr takes it off the boards. Marr tried to give it back to Livingston. That's flipped off the boards. And back to get it. It's Newtek. Marr. Saskatoon were changing. Comes right on goal, and jumping on the rebound is Kelly. A weak shot, but the rebound was there. Kelly just didn't give up on it. Maher gets it up ahead. Here's Kelly. Drops it back to Maher. Then looks for the return pass. It's tipped there. Shots gets to it, but Kelly just stayed with the play. And New Tech has taken a 3-2 lead. Pilata to Ian Downs. Pilata gets the return pass, gets to center, dumps it in. New Tech able to hold it in. Quickly up ahead, chopped in by Mitchell. It'll go right down to Gennaro, who will cover it up. .11:07 to go. Lots of time, 1-goal game. Harrison won it cleanly back to Laframboise. He's got one of the 2 goals for Saskatoon. He was the trigger man on that. The shot just didn't quite get through to goal. Laframboise, long shot, goes wide of the goal. Well, D'Entremont that was. Here's a breakaway. Maialino shoots. Put it well wide. Magnus. Back for Pasternak. Couldn't quite reach it. As we open up again. Maher. Through the blue line, no further. Players get tangled up. Brock Harrison will bring it in for Saskatoon. Trying to cut towards goal. Taken away by Livingston. Saskatoon wanted a penalty. It'll be a flooring call against New Tech. Magnus is not happy with the non-call. Once again, they'll have to redo the faceoff. Chipped out by Sallows. Lamontier back in his own end. Lamontier turning away from Sallows, who's in